I got a new addiction.
Uh-oh.
Threads is now out. And this is the app that we didn't know that we needed. All right. Mark Zuck, because I'm not going to say his full name because clearly I was saying all wrong. And so he calls himself Zuck on Threads. So we're going to call him Zuck. Okay. It's so funny how the timeline happened, right? So the week of the 5th, right? July 5th, the week of July 5th, Elon Musk on Twitter said that there was going to be a restriction of how many tweets we see, depending on our status, whether we are Twitter blue or not, right? Of course, if you're not Twitter blue, you don't really see a lot. If you're Twitter blue, you see a little bit more. Now, that happened earlier on that week. Let's say, I don't know, Monday, right? Well, July 5th, all of a sudden, Threads comes out, which is Meta's version of Twitter. Literally Meta versions of Twitter. And when I say this thing went crazy, in that morning, less than 24 hours, 30 million people had signed up to Threads. Now, what's cool about Threads is one, the seamless sign up. If you have an Instagram, literally you download the app, you sign into your Instagram, you import your bio, you follow all your followers if you want to, and that's it. You don't have to do anything else, right? And they have this feature where you can follow everybody you're already following. And so it automatically gives you following. One, that's pretty dope, right? There is a high off of Threads right now because of that reason. Two, you're finding new people. In this app, it kind of gives a very simple layout. There's no explore page. There's no searching of a topic. There's no hashtags. It's just one timeline and of just people you follow and some new people because they're liking stuff and they're sharing things as well. Now, this is a way to have a deeper connection with your Instagram followers. It feels familiar and not so starting new, even though we all start from zero. But like I said, these are people who have followed us already or that we follow. And so it feels familiar. And now we're starting to see a different side of people, a better conversation. Clearly, I've been on it since the very first hour that it had dropped. It's funny, they give you like this random thread number. I made a joke saying that's like a cell block number. Literally under your Instagram, you have like an @ and a number, and people are saying that's your thread number. That's the number that you joined, right? But I've been testing it out for these past couple of days, and there's a few things that I've learned. One, it takes up to 500 characters. Two, you can upload 5 minutes of video. Now, the video experience isn't the greatest. You're definitely going to need captions, right? The captions on their video because the sound instantly doesn't come on. And for some people, you actually have to like double tap it for you to turn the audio on. There's no GIFs as of yet. There's hardly really any features. And so my theory on that is, one, they rushed that because of the announcement that Elon said as far as we're restricting it. So this seemed as if, this is an amazing solution for all the stuff that Elon is doing over in Twitter. So they took advantage of that. Two, they're doing amazing press. They've been on CNN, New York Times, every single place media-wise is talking about Threads. This week, there's going to be a really big wave of people that are coming in, then it's going to slow down. With them not putting out any features just yet, with them dropping new features here and there, maybe one every week, that's going to create people who are already on it to be re-engaged and people who've been thinking about it to come to Threads to see what it's doing. I'm really excited about Threads. I've been on it. I think the best way to utilize it is to have conversations with your followers. Don't get too outside of your brand. It can be very tempting. You can get into the ratchet side of things or just fully expressing how you feel. That's cool, but don't, in my opinion, do not get too outside of your brand and allow your Instagram to be the starting point for conversations. Or even if you're the type that likes to go live or you posted something, you could actually tell your Threads following, yo, I just posted, yo, I'm about to go live. And they're so familiar with Instagram, they'll go over there and check it out. So go check out Threads. I'm on there. Nicky and Moose is on there. Moose is on there. We're all on Threads. Come have conversations with us. We're actually going to tell whatever happens on the podcast, whatever topic we're talking about. Now we're telling everybody to go to Threads. Sorry, Twitter. It's not happening for us. Threads is happening for us. Sorry. But Moose, what do you think about Threads?
Man, this it's been fun to just hop around the platform and see how things are. You know, my approach is to always test things out from a distance without being hyperactive, just to see what the common thread is, no pun intended, but just to literally see how things are going across the board. And so like you said, I've seen some of okay, you're probably trying a little too hard there. And I've seen some of the highlights of it as well. So I'll probably start engaging now that I'm back home more in using an approach of like dialogues that others are involved in to see where I can add value and how I can find my footing, and then eventually look to deploy my own strategy in a sense. But it seems pretty dope, man. I'm sure we'll dive into it a little bit deeper, but the community feel seems a lot more genuine there.
I like how people that I was following that I haven't seen in a minute all is showing up, and I'm like, oh, there you been, right? And somebody, I forgot which creator was saying like, yo, this feels like school in the hallways when we're on break. You know what I mean? So you seeing everybody, you talking to them, catching up. I think it's a good vibe for now. Now, of course, we will see where it's going. We can see which direction it's going. But I do believe if you can figure out the conversations that you want to have on a regular basis, even maybe come up, I say, like with a series, whether it is, I'm going to start doing like podcast day on Saturdays where we're doing the research. So whatever I'm researching, when like, yo, this is what I found, and this is kind of the lessons, kind of giving a preview of what podcast is going to be. On Wednesdays, going to have Content Corner, so having the conversations there where people are looking forward to some of the threads that I'll be talking about. So like getting the same theory from other social media platforms and still bringing it to this new one.